Hi guys, how are you? My name is Mark Loci and Mechanisms. I am an online tutor. I make online tutorial videos. My YouTube channel is official Mark Mungai. Please subscribe. You can also like my page on Mark Mungai, Facebook page on Mark Mungai. Please subscribe. God bless you.
Good morning, students. How are you? I hope God has blessed you today. Again, we want to look at another subject and another topic on locus and technical drawing education. Look at the YouTube channel. It has everything you need on engineering, drawing, and design from module 1 to module 2, from craft guys, artisan, up to diploma level, even up to engineering level. That is degree level. So today we want to look at this question. The question says, figure 3 shows a mechanism with a crank AO. This is AO and BQ revolving in opposite direction. So this one is going this direction, the other one is going one is going anti-clockwise, another one is going clockwise direction at the same speed and period by the rods AC and PCP. Plot the locus of P for one revolution at the crank. If AO and BQ are 25 millimeters, AC and BC is 10 millimeters each, while CP is 20 millimeters each. So the first thing that you do is you draw a very straight line like this very well without wasting time. After you've drawn a straight line, identify a center point or a reference line like that. Then from the question we are told that, and from the thumbnail up we can see this is our, let us this be point O. And so from point O to some point there, point Q, we are told it is 75. So you measure 75 using your pair of compasses, 7.5, that is 7.5 centimeters from this point. Again, this particular point, strike an arc, that is our Q. Take your ruler quickly, again stand at this particular point, draw a line like that. After you've drawn a line like that, so this becomes our Q. So having our Q, we are told that this QB, that is the radius of the circle. One is given to be 25, given as to be 25, that is 2.5 centimeters. So using again the pair of your compasses, measure 2.5 like this. So this becomes our 2.5. So standing at this particular point very well like that, you draw first circle, then the second circle at this particular point using the same center. You draw like that. Then starting at this point again, you petition it. You can draw it. You can choose to have it petitioned 12 times. If you do not know how, follow these steps like this using the same radius. Again, you can see I've done it. Stand at this particular point again like that, stand at this point again like this again, and at this particular other point for the opposite side like this, like that. The same case, do at this particular point, stand here again, stand here, stand at this opposite side, stand, strike an arc like that, strike an arc like that, stand at this point again, strike an arc like that, again on the opposite side. This is the opposite side, strike an arc like that. Again, stand at this particular juncture, strike an arc like that, and strike an arc like that. So at that point you're told that AC and BC is 100 centimeters. So AC is moving from this point to a point down here, and BC is moving from this point to a point down here. And you're told both is 100, and BP from point here to another point down here. We are given as a 100 plus 20, which becomes 120. So using the pair of compasses again, measure 10 or 110 centimeters like this. You see, like that. Follow this keenly, please. Don't make a mistake. So from this point here, we are told here you're supposed to go a distance of 100. Just strike an arc like that. Then from this point here, you're also supposed to draw a point. So at this point, we have found our point C. That is our C1. So having point C1 like that, using the pair of your ruler, stand at this point, draw a line like this, like that. Then stand from point B, which is our point B, this is our point B. Again, draw a line like that. So from this point to this point is 100, and from this point to this point, which is B, and this is our A, is 100. We are told that this is revolving at this direction, where this one is going at a different direction, like that. This is going like this, this is going like this. So the centers which you divided, again, link them very well. From the center, link every opposite side of every side very well. Don't waste time. Again, do it quickly, because when you go in an exam and you know what you're doing, it becomes sweet, and you're not wasting school fees. This YouTube channel is only designed to help you guys pass your exams, and glory to God. Don't give glory to me, give glory to Jesus, the giver of life and God of all knowledge. So from this point, again, from here to here, join your parts, join your points again, like that. This other point, opposite side, like this, again, like that. From this point and this and the other point, opposite side, like that. As you can see, this is our B. This is going, these letters, this is called anti-clockwise. So this is B1, this is B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8, B9, B10, B11, B12. This one is growing like this. So this is our A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, A10, A11, A12. So at that point, you have already done much. So you want to identify point P. You're told that from this point, from C to P, it is 20. From C to P is 20. So using your again, your pair of compass, again, starting at this point, like this, you measure 20, like this. That is our 20 or 2 centimeters. So using this, stand at this particular point, you again strike an arc, like that. Then extend this line, BC. You see this line BC, you extend it up to that point. So at this point, we have our P1. So like that. So we are going to repeat this same procedure for one revolution. When this thing is revolving like this, 360 for 360 degrees. Please be careful and watch very much keenly. So the next thing, again, we do the same thing. So having our compass at 10, we stand at A2. Where is our A2? This is our A2. You just strike a random arc like that. Then stand at B2. This is our B2 again, like this. You strike an arc. Where they intersect, you see where they're intersecting at this point, where they intersect. I just reduce this arc so that they cannot confuse us. So at this point, where they're intersecting here, this becomes our C2. So using a pair of your ruler, link B2 and C2. B2 and C2 at this point and this point, link it like that and extend a bit like this, so that you can draw P. Remember, you're told to draw the locus of point P. So from this point, using the same centimeters of 2, at this point you have our P2. So link again this one, link it, A2 and C2, you link it again like that, like that. So we have it like that. Stand again at A3. Where is our A3? This is our A3. Strike an arc at random like that. Stand where B3 is. This is our B3. Strike an arc. Where they intersect at this point, that one becomes our C3. It becomes our C3. So that's our C3. Link C3 and B3. Where is our B3? This is our B3 and C3 is at this point. Link it, but extend it further a bit so that you can extend again and draw the locus of point P. So starting at this particular juncture, strike it like this. So at this point we have our P3 like that. So join this line, this C3 and A3 again like this point and this point like that. So from there you've achieved that. The next thing again you want to draw is from A4. From A4 here at this point, you strike an arc at this particular point like that. Then stand at B4. B4 it at this point, again strike an arc. Where they intersect at this point, this becomes our C4. So from C4, join it with B4, C4 and B4, you join them very much, extend it a bit. Then stand at this particular point with your 2 centimeters to look for point P. Again at here this point, here we have our P4. Join C4 and A4 from this point, and this is the point like that. You have achieved it. Stand again on our A. On our A A5. Again, strike an arc in this direction like that. Stand at this particular point like this, where they intersect at this point. After you're striking an arc like that, you again join them. This is our C5. So C5, join it with B5. C5 and B5, you join them, extend it a little bit like that. Then from this particular juncture where they intersecting at this point, strike an arc at this point, becomes our P5. That is our P5. Now join with your ruler C5 and C5 and A5 like that. Repeat the same procedure again. Standing on A6, standing on A6 like this here, strike an arc like that. Then standing on our B6 like this here, strike an arc like this. So this one we have to repeat it so that you can see where they intersect. This is where the intersection is. So where the intersection is, I'm just rubbing so that my work cannot look shaggy and cannot look dirty. So at here, this point, we have our C6. So join C6 and B6. From this point and this point, join it, but extend it a little bit further, like that. Then standing at this point, our C6 where is, strike an arc like this to get our P6. So this becomes our P6. C4's P6 is at this point. So from our C6, join it with our A6. From here, join it with our A6 like that. So that point, we've achieved it. The next one is A7. A7 from this particular point, again, you strike an arc like that. Then standing at our B7 like this, strike an arc like that. Here, that's where they intersect. This becomes our C7. Now the C7 is, link it with B7, C7. Where our C7 was, here, link it with B7 like this and extend it a little bit further like that. Then again, from this particular point, from this point again, join our P7. This is our P7 like that. Again, join and link C7 with A7. So C7 is at this point, join it at this point. Yeah, you've achieved it. Again, use the same formula, repeat the same formula from A8, B8, from B8. Okay, from A8, let us start from A8 like this. You strike an arc like that. Then from B8, this is our B8, from this point, strike an arc like that. So our A8 has to be extended a little bit so that we can see the point of intersection. So this is the point of intersection. At this point, we've achieved our C8. Having achieved our C8, using our straight rulers again, link A8 and C8. So this is our A8 and link it with our C8, and then extend it a little bit further, extending it a little bit further. Using our ruler, measure your 2 centimeters at this point. So this is our P8. So having achieved that, join C8 and A8. C8 and A8 like that. So drawing the locus is so simple if you know the procedure. Using the same stand at A9. This is our A9. You strike an arc like that. Again, stand at B9. This point, strike an arc like that. So at this point, we have achieved where we have our C9. So C9 and B9 have to be linked. C9 and B9 like this. That one has been linked, but now extend it further so that you can have your P. So stand at this point, strike an arc. Here we have our P9. Having our P9, draw your C9 and A9, link them together at this point and at this point. Like that. So there you have achieved it. Again, using the same formula, stand at A10, strike an arc like that. Stand at B10, striking B10. This is our B10, strike an arc like that. At this point, you have achieved C10. So where C10 is, again, using the pair of ruler, join your B10 and C10 and extend it a little bit further like that. So from this point, we want to draw the locus of point P with the 2 centimeters. Repeat it again. At this point, we have our P10. So our C10 and our A10 have to be linked together. So standing at this point, again, link it together with our C10, this point and this other point like this. So locus can be so confusing if you do not know what you're doing. So you want our A11. Our A11 as it is at this point. Again, you strike an arc like that. This is the arc. Then stand at our B11 like this. At this point here. Here, that's where they're intersecting. C11. Where C11 is like this point. Join this point and the other point like this. Like that. Then extend this a little bit further. C11, extend it a little bit further like that, so that you can get your P11. P11, you stand from this point along this line like this. Here you got our P11. Yes, so then C11 again with our A11. A11 is like this. A11. So the last point here we have A11, A12. So again, take your A12. A12 from this point again. Point in time, strike an arc like that. Stand at B12 like this. Strike an arc like that. So at this point we have our C12. So at this C12, join it with B12. Join this with B12 from this point and this point like that. Then join it again from C12. Find our P12. Find our P12 like that. Then join C12 and A12. So the locus of this point, I achieved it. So we are told to only draw the locus of not point C but point P. So you start from P1 going to P2, P3, join it with P4, get P5, P6, get your P7, P8, join it with P9, P10, P10, join it with P11, join it P12 at this point, let it go back to P1. So that is the locus of point P in one revolution. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch more videos like this. God bless you.